Today I decided to go ahead and get some paint for the Scoot, and we're gonna finally paint mine. So right now what I'm doing is getting all of these stickers off of the body, and I'm gonna actually go ahead and reprint all of these stickers and throw them back on with the exact dimensions and everything, so that way it kind of looks a little OEM, but yet it has a new style feel. Alright, so I have all the stickers off now, and now it's time to take these panels off and get to sanding. Right now, after taking off all the decals, I just noticed too that I'm gonna have to reinforce this, because as you can see right through that. But besides the fact, we're gonna start painting this thing, but right before that we gotta sand. So we're gonna get to sanding off all this paint, not down to the bone or anything, just scuff it up. So I have the 3 panels sitting here being dried at the moment, and then I can go ahead and start laying some black paint over this, and then afterwards we have a little bit of a shake up, and we're gonna see how that goes. Otherwise I'm gonna have to sand it back down. But as soon as these dry, I'm gonna go ahead and mask off all the OEM stickers, because I want this to still look as OEM as possible. So we will also make those stickers that go back on these pieces a little bit later. Gonna try to get these pieces all painted black, so that way they can dry overnight, and I can do some more stuff to them tomorrow, touch them up with some more black, and then we can finalize this and throw it all back on the Scoot. So let's just get to painting all the pieces. Got first coat on, just a light coat, and then we're gonna do like 1 or 2 more coats. Should be good. I'll wet sand it tomorrow, hit it with 1 more coat. So while I'm waiting for the paint to dry, I was messing around with the brake light. I am gonna try to swap these over to LEDs. So right now I have the LED on the running light and on the brake light. So as you can see here, when I press the brake, the second one lights up. I'm probably gonna need another one for the brake, so that way it's pretty bright. But it looks pretty good so far. I just have them kind of inside the clear tail like that, but I'm gonna drill some holes here or make some sort of design for the brake light itself. Right, so it is the next day, and I let these dry. They're looking pretty decent. I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand them and coat them 1 more time. This piece as well here. Looks pretty good. Just need to wet sand it and hit it 1 more time, and then we should be good on those. And then gotta get this piece here and the lower fender, also the cowl, but that could be done last. So I wet sanded and cleaned all of the pieces 1 more time, and then we're gonna lay the final coat on these 3 pieces, and then the undercowl is gonna get a light coat a few times just so it sticks, because it is fiberglass and I really want it to stay on there and not get a lot of rock chips. I have all the pieces set up to spray right now, so I'm gonna go over it 1 more time with that black, and then we're gonna try to hit it with some glitter. So we got all of the panels now painted black, and I'm gonna go ahead and use some of this glitter and see how it comes out. If I don't like it, I'm gonna have to sand it back down. So You can see the glitter in here just a little bit. I'm sure in the sunlight more it'll pop, but it dispersed itself pretty evenly, and I'm pretty excited about this. Now for the undercowl, just hit this with some black quick. Get a nice little light. Just sanded down the headset, so now we can go ahead and paint this as well. Hit it with a light coat of black first. So while we're still letting all of the paint dry, I went ahead and started getting the tail light holes made. So we're gonna have the running light in the middle and the brake lights on the side here. And then later on, I'm gonna get the turn signals swapped over to LEDs, but for now, we'll leave the turn signals alone and just focus on the stop lights. What I had to go ahead and do is snip all of the single bullet style connectors and swap them for double, so that way I can double up on the LEDs, and we'll eventually do that to the turn signals as well. That would be right here. But for now, like I said, stop lights. So we have the running light going at the moment, and then I got these two T10 sockets for the brake lights. So when I go ahead and hit the brake here, both of those turn on while this one is still on. So that should provide enough light for the stop lights. So I have all three of those LEDs wired up and secure for now, but my battery ended up dying in the process of trying to get all this to work. So it only works while the Scoot is on, and then it'll start recharging the battery again. Fixing up the tail lights actually right now. I'm going ahead and making another little connector here, so I have a double socket for some more lights. The 3 at the bottom with the 1 running in the middle wasn't really the greatest plan, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the running up here, maybe 2 later on, but just 1 for now, and then I'm gonna do 3 of the brake bulbs down there. Okay, so I'll try to explain a little bit of what I'm doing here and what all these colors are. So the green one is actually power going to the lights at all times. So you'll see another green here going to the turn signals. That is just constant 12 volt. Then obviously your black is ground here, but the ground is actually only used for the running lights. So the other spot here with this wire, the green and yellow, this is the other contact point, which is like the switch to make the brake lights actually turn on when you hit the brake lever. So I'm trying to just double up all of these sockets so I can keep adding in more lights and kind of make some sort of design out of this, but that's really all there is to it. So I have the tail lights now set up, and it's nighttime, so you can see the running bulb up top there, and then when you click the brakes, you can see the 3 brake lights popping on. So it kind of has a perfect effect even from far away without any diffusers inside the tail light. So I may just leave it like that for now, but I will be doing something else to it shortly. Took the Scoot out, man. Paint's looking good so far. Just gotta paint this front fender, and that's pretty much it. It's looking good with the light.
Wow.
Wow.